live. We are going to be going through PyScript again today. We used it a couple days ago. I'll put the link in the description. If I haven't already, I should probably drop it in the chat. If you want to see it, let me know. Otherwise, I'll add it below. And we ran into some challenges with packaging. So what I'm going to try to do today is get a better sense of the micropip, pyodide, and ultimately PyScript packaging ecosystem. This is going to be important because I want to use PyScript. Well, I personally want to use PyScript to help people learn Python, but if we can't get the packages installed that we want them to learn, they can't use them. So let's try it out. Alright, so let's go through what we did last time. This will be a good recap. So a cool thing with PyScript. Oh, look at that. This is new. They didn't have this last time. Alright, this is good because last time we, I'll adjust the levels real quick, a little higher, okay. Last time we were just sitting here waiting to see what would happen. Now they have a fancy UI. Now remember with PyScript, the cool thing is you don't have to install anything. All you do is you put it all in HTML and it'll just all be there. So, whoa, there's some cool stuff going on here. They moved that to the right. Okay, already some updates. Great. So we had this basic index.html, which we will open up here as well. That just had a REPL in it. Let's actually go ahead and open up the whole folder. Let's just open up a workspace. Well, we'll just open the folder for now. That we have access to everything. Okay. Well, no, we can leave that. Okay. We had this index.html and we put in pandas and numpy, which was neat. These two have already been pre-compiled, so that's pre-compiled into pyodide or micropip. So that makes it quite easy to use and teach these. And we actually even had this data load script. So let's go ahead and run this. Well, let's run this first manually and then we'll do it automatically. So what was cool is we could just put this in and we could run this. Oh, and then two, okay. And we could read a CSV. All right. All right. Let's refresh this. The exception messaging isn't the best at the moment. All right, let's run this again. So now it freezes up, and then we should be able to do no autocomplete yet. All right, and this already is faster and better than it was the last time. So we can get all this, which is fantastic. This is quite nice. Oh, and I see one issue you can't see down here. This is, we'll have to fix that for the next stream. So you can see the full window down here. Okay, we will ignore that for now. Okay, so we can load in a pandas data frame. This is really neat. But what I want to do, let's create a new file. Let's say what we want to do today. Can I get a live preview in maybe I can't. We'll figure that for another day as well. Oh, preview. Okay. We actually want to get ArviZ loaded. Now the big question is why. Now ArviZ loaded actually, and let's say PyMC loaded. Why? Well, it would be really great if people wanted to learn probabilistic programming, let's say, to have a self-contained browser environment to do so. This really reduces friction. To get people started. I mean, that's a huge thing. But the secondary reason and so actually, let me say, who does that benefit? Benefits the educators. Educators need to do less work to get people the tools, especially in a way that's easy for get the tools working, and then benefits for learners. More opportunities to learn can, let's say, whoops, can do so. Hey, welcome. We have a first viewer. Feel free to yourself. So the benefits for learners is they can, what am I trying to say here? They can try things out without having to install an environment. The current challenge is to even get started, they typically need to set up like Conda or PyEnv or something like that. And so that's really a challenge. It causes a lot of people to drop out. Sometimes they can't do this at all. So a cool thing about doing everything in the browser, I'll write this down too, let's say PyScript. Everything has a browser now, pretty much. And PyScript puts Python in the browser, which is really cool. Later on, actually, we'll talk about another project, which is Jupyter Lite, which does the same thing. So, summary. Getting tools into, let's say, browser makes them much more accessible. So what are we going to do in this stream? We're going to try compiling packages that aren't in PyODide into versions that can be loaded into PyODide, which ultimately means we can push it. Ultimately means we can use them in PyScript. So let's get to it. Anyone here want a recap of PyScript? I know we did it a little bit earlier in the stream, so if you're just joining in, you didn't see it. But if you want me to go through it again, speak up now. Otherwise, I'm going to jump straight into packaging. I'll give it a moment. Nothing? I'm still getting used to the stream latency, so I don't quite know how long it takes for stuff to get out, but all right, I don't hear anything, so I don't see anything in the chat either. So let's get started with the packaging. All right, so we've had our basic data load. I'm gonna pull that up right here. While that's loading, let's pull that up here as well. Okay, use snap controls. Let's get rid of this. Okay. So what we have here is we have our PyScript Python file loaded here, and we say give us pandas data.head. When we open up this particular HTML file, we actually get this output here. This is actually super cool, and actually to make this even more cool, let me actually just share the link with you so you can try this out yourself. So let's go to Git PyScript stream, all right, cool. So let's go to GitHub and let me send this out to you. So you actually can go right here, put this in the chat, and you can actually you can download this. So you can save the file here to your local desktop, or you can do whatever. Well, right now you're gonna have to save the file to your local desktop, and later on I might make it a GitHub page. But you can just download this to your local computer, you can run it, and you'll actually get the same output. That is actually super cool. And if you want to follow along, you can do things like Penguin's data head, let's say flipper length, mean, key index, flipper length, mm. Okay, let's copy this down here because I made a mistake, and we get the mean of flipper length. Again, super cool. PyScript's a little alpha, so these exception messages are sticking around. It's a little interesting or a little annoying in that sense, but they're working on it, so I'm sure it's going to be fixed pretty soon here. But what else is cool is we can just, let's say, ignore that one wrinkle and really just dig into our data. So again, you can, what do we get here? Describe. There we go. We get the max, we get the mean. You can download this yourself. Like, don't just watch me doing it. You can go literally right here, grab this file, and run it yourself, and you'll be doing the exact same thing I'm doing. That is really neat. It's actually gonna help a lot, especially with these live stream type tutorials that I'm gonna start doing, because folks can follow along without having to get an environment installed, without having to spend all that time getting prepped. Just sort of have a file and we can just start. We can just get going. Okay. That's all well and good. The challenge is when you try and do something like import ArviZ. Let's Let's copy one of these. And let's call this rename. Basic data load. So now I try and use ArviZ. We are gonna go here. We're gonna add ArviZ. And let's open this up and run it. Okay. So it's gonna load the runtime like it was before. We'll wait a second, and then you're gonna see some of the exceptions. Give it a second. I like this status thing is already much better than it was even just a couple days ago. So this is quite exciting that this has been added. All right. So this part looks good, but if we try and use ArviZ, ArviZ is not defined. This is really interesting because if we do this with pandas, panda's not defined either. Well, that is interesting. Okay. If I do import pandas, that'll work. If I do import ArviZ, I get no module named ArviZ. If we go to the console, we'll see why. So the thing with PyDide right now is that, with PyScript right now is a lot of these exceptions come out in the console here at the bottom. And so we can see here that there's no module named ArviZ, it didn't work. And that's a challenge because I want to use ArviZ to plot the distribution of these particular penguins. Now, let's make this a little bigger. Now there's a way to import with micropip. So let's go to micropip, which is the thing that underlies PyDide. Actually, let's go to type in import. All right, loading custom Python code. So we can import more manually with PyDide, which is the underlying dependency of PyScript. But you're gonna see some challenges. Let me show you. And I have to remember where the command is. Oh, let me increase the size of this as well, so you can read it. Actually read it. So you can see that here. PyDide, no module named ArviZ, can't find it. So let's try installing micropip. So find the command again. Micropip install. Oh, we come to the same thing. Okay. So what we can do is we can use micropip itself to install packages. So pure Python wheels can be installed from arbitrary URLs. Great. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go here. We're gonna go back to PyScript. Let me actually copy. Let's create some notes here. Let's say references, and I'll upload this all. Installing wheels from arbitrary URLs. Installing arbitrary. All right, so what we want to do is we want to install ArviZ, and we'll go to PyPI because we have a Python wheel compiled for ArviZ already. I know that because I'm a maintainer of ArviZ. So ArviZ PyPI, use history, Okay, I'm gonna find the wheel. I always forget where to find the wheel on PyPI. If somebody knows, let me know. Somebody watching this, let me know. Okay, here we go. I always forget. So we can grab the link from right here, which is our build to distribution. We can go back to our source. Let's replace this with this. Okay. So let's go back to oh, we have so many windows open now. Let's refresh this so we don't have to look at all the input or output. Folks, while this is running, give me a sec. I'm gonna run to the restroom. All right, and we're back. Is everything working? Microphone? Yep. Okay. So far so good. We load in all of this stuff, which is great, but it doesn't seem to load in ArviZ. Yeah, it doesn't seem to load in ArviZ. It just it doesn't fail. So again, frustrating. So we type in input, but let's actually try our installation. So we can import micropip. We can then do micropip install. And let's try to import ArviZ now. No module named ArviZ. Okay. So the challenge is I can't actually figure out why it does not work. Let's clear all this. Same thing. Now, last time I remember getting an error message. I'm trying to remember how I got that. Let's try PyMC model. It doesn't work. Because this this remember us getting some sort of message before telling us what was going on. Does seem to take a little while to load, but let's let it, it's doing a lot, so let's let it, give it some time. Actually, we can actually inspect the console while it's doing to see what is happening. Okay, here we go. This is the exception I was looking for. Couldn't find a pure Python wheel. And I think you folks can see this. This was the challenge. And this was with PyMC. So let's go back to our basically a little ArviZ. Maybe I didn't save this. Let me save this again. Let's run our basic data load. Let's open it up. Close out some of these extra tabs. Okay, here we go. That's what I was looking for. Couldn't find a pure Python wheel for netcdf4. Okay, so netcdf4 is one of the dependencies of Python. Sorry, for ArviZ, and it couldn't find a pure Python wheel. Now, we don't necessarily need netcdf to run ArviZ. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to compile a version of ArviZ that doesn't have netcdf4 in it and publish that wheel. So we'll write that down as well. Let's say, oh, I spelled to do wrong. Embarrassing. And it's not capitalized correctly. So next goal, compile a wheel of ArviZ that doesn't have netcdf4, so we can load it into PyScript slash, well, I should say, so we can install it using micropip. All right. So to do this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clone ArviZ. We're gonna go back into normal Python development here. And I'm gonna copy this. So cd git clone, edit paste. All right. So let's open up ArviZ file, open folder, ArviZ. Yeah. Okay. I want to open a workspace. So let's actually. So this is the workspace. Yeah, let's rename this workspace. I'm still learning how to use VS Code, so some of this is like VS Code changes. A a little bit different than my normal dev environment. I'll say to save this as okay. So in ArviZ, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get rid of the netcdf4 dependency for now. So I'm gonna just delete it. And then I'm also going to create a content environment. So content create -n ArviZ no netcdf. I'm gonna do pip install -r requirements.txt. Oh, let's activate the environment first. Install pip. And again, I will change the resolution so you can see the bottom. For now, I'll just have to make it a little smaller for you folks. See, let's see if this is the right size. Might be worth trying. Yes, Keval, sorry. So the thing is, I need to get it to, well, actually, yeah, let's try it. You're right. I haven't tried it, so I shouldn't knock it. This one's totally failing, so let's go back to our basic data load with ArviZ. So actually, let's do our basic data load. And I lost my window, so give me 1 second. All right, we're back. Okay. Okay, we're back to our basic data load. And the suggestion I got was to try keep going equals true parameter. I didn't think of that, and that's a great idea. So let's grab our oh, this is the wrong project. File. Oops. Let's add still a noob on VS Code. Yeah, I probably should have read the docs more. That's a good point. Yeah, great point. Great point. Okay, let's do it again. Maybe this was the solution to the problem all along. I should have read the docs. So micropip, we have that. Let's just check that we actually have it. Seems like there's no. All right, well, still getting used to that environment, but let's do micropip install. And like you said, we're gonna try keep going equals true. All right, let's run that. Let's see what happens in the REPL. All right, I can't tell. Well, let's see. Import ArviZ. No module named ArviZ. Super frustrating. So doesn't seem to do what we want. Still can't get ArviZ to import. Let's see if there's a keep going in the PyScript docs as well. So let's say PyScript doesn't have great documentation. Well, it has pretty okay documentation right now. It's still, again, an alpha project. But maybe there is a way for it to try to keep going in as well in here. So we can go to examples. Just make this full screen. I'll have to randomly click through these to try and find one. So here we have the environment, but I don't know where the keep going is for PyScript in particular. I could dig into their source code, but I really don't want to on the slash script. Okay, PyNV, same thing. Any ideas? I'm always happy for more suggestions. That was a really good one. I probably should have started with that. I really should have started with that, but I didn't. And I'm glad you reminded me that I should have tried that to begin with. So something we can try, actually, let's try this. Let's try an environment that has nothing in it. See if we can install pandas with micro pip. And if that works, then we know it's just an ArviZ problem. So this environment already has pandas because we put it into we put it in here. So let's go back to our very, very basic. Let's actually modify this very basic one. Let's get rid of pandas entirely. Actually, just get rid of everything. I should not have done that. Okay, still there. Okay. Now we have our completely nothing installed. Could I try a different wheel URL? So for ArviZ, we don't have a different wheel URL. Oh, but you mean for pandas or NumPy? Yeah, let's try with pandas and NumPy, and we're gonna do it in a completely clean or let me see this. For a completely like empty environment. Thanks for the engagement. I actually really appreciate having someone to chat with. Okay. So we're gonna open up a really empty PyScript environment. It has nothing in it. Takes a bit. All right, so we're gonna try and import pandas. We'll run this. No module named pandas, exactly what we expected. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to grab the micropip installer like you said. Okay. Let's import micropip. And let's import, man, I got so many tabs now. Let's do micropip install. We'll say URL equals something. We won't do the ArviZ URL, but we'll do pandas instead. So pandas PyPI. All right. So we're gonna have to find the right wheel for pandas. Which one do I'm just gonna take a guess here. Let's try x86 architecture. Let's open up our console to see what happens. Again, I'll make this bigger. Let's clear this out. Okay, so we did that. Now we'll try import pandas. And it doesn't work either. Okay, so you're right. This is something else going on here. Let's Google MicroPyPandas wheel. Or we can look at let me look at the pyodide source real quick. Maybe there is a way they fetch the particular packages. And that'll give us a clue. So if we go to packages, oh, okay. So they pre-compiled the packages in here, which is what's happening. So pandas, but they're doing it using a request URL. Where are they getting it from? Oh, this is for they're testing a JSON read. That's not what we want to do. They seem to be, well, it says wheels, but they seem to be getting it through here. What are they patching? Let's just check. A very small thing. So the pandas packages seem to be pre-compiled and placed somewhere already. List of all build packages. Let's try that potentially. And it says wheel file, but I guess it can't hurt to just try, see what happens. Oh, this is the wrong place. All right. Yeah, okay. Not working out so good. I don't know if this is a PyScript issue or a pyodide issue. Now, unfortunately, it seems like getting packages running are not quite the easiest. Okay. Oh, maybe I need to load a package. Okay. let's try load package instead of install. The tricky part is I won't know whether it's loading the internal version or the external version.
Humans, for the most part, don't have a clue. They don't want one or need one either. They're happy if they have a good bead on them. So why a big secret? People are smart.
This seems to be different as well.
People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit stuck here. Well, if you have any ideas, feel free to paste them in the doc or something like that, send them over, or if you push code, I'd be happy to check it out too. But yeah, I'm a little stumped on getting stuff installed in PyScript. So this is a little more challenging than I thought it would be. Because even for a package that should run, I don't know where to pull it from. So let me go through the docs and read through them again one more time. What I'm going to try and do is get pandas running in PyScript without explicit import. So let's look at what we can do is we can look at the PyScript code and see what it's doing. Microphone install. Yep. So that works for, well, so here's what I'm trying to test. We can do that for pandas, and that should work great. Let's try that. Okay. So let's try this again. Okay, so when we do microscript and call pandas, it finds the correct wheel and gets it running. So now we have that. So that works. But it's using so we know we can get pandas. The problem is I don't think I can do micropip install ArviZ. Let's try it. Yep. So let me recap again real quick. Let me again, not knowing delay. And let me yeah, let's just reload this. So this is our very plain index file. It's got nothing in it. Nothing in the environment, just a REPL. So we're gonna go through this again real quick. Alright, so if we try in an NP environment to do nothing, import pandas, we'll get no module named pandas. But if we do micropip install pandas, import, oops, we can now import pandas. Freeze this for a little bit while it's importing. And then we can do pandas. So this is good. Like print all great, life is good. So good. We got that. We got pandas. That's awesome. The problem is if I then want to do ArviZ, I don't have ArviZ. Okay, makes sense. So we do micropip install ArviZ. Okay, let me make this a little smaller so it's visible for everybody. I will fix this windowing issue on the next stream. Okay. The challenge is that ArviZ, we don't get an exception message out, which is a little annoying. And then when I try import ArviZ, I still can't find ArviZ. Checking our console, I don't get very useful exception messages when I try doing it this way. So this is a bit annoying. I wish it would tell me why it's not installed in ArviZ. We have the rest, but we don't get anything from ArviZ. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and create a version of ArviZ that doesn't have, well, you said keep going. Let's try this. So I'm going to try this now. Maybe that was the fix. No, I still can't get it, even with keep going. So let's try to close this out one more time. So appending package connected. I don't get an exception, but when I try and import ArviZ, it doesn't work. We can try the same thing for, let's try SciPy, because I know that's in there. Let's do import SciPy. No module named SciPy. Okay, makes sense. If I do micropip install SciPy, numpy loading SciPy, default channels. Oops. I have to import SciPy again. Connected. And now I can do this. I have to print it. Well, seems to not do anything. SciPy add stats. Let's try that. Not to read stats. Oh man. A whole nother issue. Well, I don't get an exception. Let's just stick with that. Well, I definitely get an exception with ArviZ. So, okay. I get an ArviZ not defined. So for things that are already pre-compiled for PyDiet or micropip, life seems to be pretty good. What I'm curious about is if I compile a wheel for ArviZ that has no Python, no dependencies that don't require on Python. Sorry. No dependencies that don't have Python 3 wheels. Will it work? Maybe this is the hardest way to go about it, but that's the only thing I can think of for now because the keep going argument didn't quite work. Maybe someone's figured it out, but I don't quite understand it for now. Let's copy that over. So let's go to the micropip documentation. Let's copy this over. I'll make a note. And I'm willing to try it. Let's try it one more time. Just because I want to really understand PyScript. So we're gonna load up our really basic environment again that has nothing in it. Okay, so import micropip. Let's open our console here just so we can see these things. Pip.install. Oh, our 1 hour. It's already been an hour, so let's restart our music. Micropip install ArviZ. Keep going equals true. Okay. No exceptions. I get nothing down here that tells me anything is wrong. And I think there's a way to get the micropip environment. So it's micropip.list. Okay. So, and I don't have ArviZ, which is what we're looking for. But I don't even get an exception message as to why I don't have ArviZ. If I do micropip install pandas, loading pandas numpy 6 setup utils, and when I run micropip.list, I now still don't see pandas. Okay, interesting. Oh, so maybe I need to import pandas. Okay. Now we'll do micropip list, and now we see pandas. Okay, so maybe I needed to try micropip install ArviZ, import ArviZ. No, no dice. So micropip list. The outputs are a little annoying, but that's okay. Don't have ArviZ. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, because I can't seem to get it to work this way, is I'm gonna have to just try compiling wheels. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna compile wheels of ArviZ without the dependencies that are causing issues, and that one currently seems to be netcdf4. I do wish when we do micropip install in the console, we would get more useful exception messages that tell us something is going wrong. The only way I get useful exception messages right now is if we go back to our index.html. I'll just do this one. Is if we have ArviZ in a Python environment, like we have for data load, and I open this up, and I go to my console. And let me let this run. I need to go use the restroom again really quick. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so the only way I get an exception is the one that you just saw here, is that once I add it to the environment and then I try and load the runtime, I get the exception that a Python wheel can't be found for in netcdf4. And I really wish this was available. I wish we would see this when we try using micropip. I bet the exception is caught and then it's hidden. But it would be great if it was raised in some sort of way that was seen. For now, what we're gonna do, sorry, where did it go? So now what we're gonna do is let's just try compiling a version of ArviZ without the netcdf4 dependency. And then just see if that works. That'll just be one good test, since I already have ArviZ loaded anyway. So we're back at a version of ArviZ that doesn't have netcdf this time. And hopefully that's the only dependency that isn't a challenge. So let's compile a wheel. I almost forget how to do this, so I gotta read up on it. All right. Okay, that should have given us a wheel. Oh, this is our deb distribution. Probably should have checked out the. Probably should have checked out 12.0. But that's fine. So where did it go? Always forget. That's right. Okay, so now we have a new Python wheel. This is actually what we want. Let's just double check the size of this thing. Okay, 1.5 megs, awesome. So what we're gonna do, oh, I should add my own ArviZ fork. Okay, we're gonna go to my ArviZ fork because I don't want to push to the main ArviZ fork. Do I not have a fork? Oh wow. Oh wow. I don't have. Oh, it already exists. I do have my ArviZ fork. Okay. Git remote, add, what to say, my fork, and then we're gonna do, I guess we probably have the wheel ignored. Oh, well, there's a lot going on. So we probably have our we have .dist ignored. So we're gonna remove this for now as well. There's a lot of hacks we're doing today, folks. Let's see. We'll call this check out my speed wheel. Get at alright, get code to m add. Okay, we are uploading our wheel. So let's see if we can get it to work from here. This is another sort of Hail Mary. Well, not a Hail Mary, but you know, little principled approach. So we're at my fork. We'll just make a pull request to make this easy and obvious to see. And we are adding in a wheel. Let's just go to the branch. It'll be a little easier. Oh. Whoops. Wrong place. Okay. Here's where we are. Okay, so we have our wheel. Now we're going to try micropip install again, but we're going to use our wheel. So what I actually wonder, for one, is, I mean, let's try micropip install because that's what the official docs say. Okay, so this is a whole other issue. Remote resource. This is gonna be more annoying. I have to start. I'll have to start a server and then load it that way. So, all right, let's do this again. We'll do is we'll open a terminal here. Actually, maybe we'll go to our. Well, we don't have a terminal. Okay. So what you need to do to solve this, http.server. So server, we will go to the server. This will let us make cross origin requests. Okay, let's try this again. Micropip install Oh boy. A whole nother issue. Okay. Now we're getting into web development. Not fun. Alright, one more thing I'm going to try is maybe I can install it locally, so let's give that a shot. Okay, promising. Promising. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. It's doing something. Oh, my God. We'll see. Oh, man, it's taking a while, but excitement is killing me. It's still working. I don't know. I don't know if it's frozen. Guys, I'm dying in anticipation here. Oh. Okay. We got much closer. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Okay, so okay, well, here's what we can do. Oh, I'm very excited. Okay, so what we can do is we can make the netcdf4 dependency optional in ArviZ. So let's go do that. That's an easy thing. I know how to do that. So we'll go over here. We'll go to data. We'll go to inference data, and we'll say try import error pass. This is a total hack. We'll label this total hack. We're gonna do it anyway. Don't care. We're going now. I'm back. All right. All right. I closed the tab by accident. Do we have it in history? How to compile a wheel? No, we don't. Not in this one. Okay, so we'll have to compile a wheel. As this package, whatever. How do we do it? Oh my god, I just had it. Okay, here we go. Let's copy this into our references so we don't lose track of them. Okay, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna make a new package. Okay, we have got a new package. We're gonna remove this one so we don't lose track of it. Let's make a new tab so we just easily flip back and forth between our two things, repo, ArviZ. Let's just delete this whole thing because I think I hate doing is double checking. Okay, great. New dist, new wheel. Put this over here. That's why I was taking. Well, okay. Let's comment all this out for now. Let's comment this out for now. And then let's also add in our other code. Actually, maybe we should do it manually because it'll be easier to read that way. Okay, so let's just copy that down here though. Okay, great. Let's go back to our index.html. We are going to load that in using the browser again. I always forget about cross-origin requests, so I'm going to do it through a local web server. Okay. Let's do micropip install, same thing as before. No messages. Oh, it's a good thing or a bad thing. Can't tell. I guess we'll just try import ArviZ now. Just had this working. What happened? Oh, okay. Maybe I just didn't run it. Okay. Now we're waiting. Okay. Let's try this now. While that's running, let's make a commit on our other code. I just want to make sure I got it. I don't want to lose it. Git checkout, git ignore. We don't care about saving our wheel. Actually, we do care about saving wheel. Oh, I should have done that. Well, I'm already tracking it. So, git add git status. Well, git reset. Let's actually add a better commit message. Also need to make import it's still running. Import oh, this is not Vim. Oh man. I don't usually use Nano. Oh my gosh. How do I get out of Nano? Okay, well, git set Vim. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to use Nano. Let's just do this. Alright, let's try that again. Alright. Compile wheel for PyScript doesn't have. Also fix import error for netcdf for. Alright, there we go. Okay. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? Oh. Yes! Oh, that works! Yes! Oh, this is great. Oh, let's try this out. This is so freaking cool. What is NumPy's random norm? Yeah, NumPy random not normal, that's right. Let's do, and then size equals. Oh, I should have put that on the right. Oh, whoops. You see that one? I always forget. Does that work? I can't tell. Okay, so plotting not working. How do you get plotting to work? Okay, new challenge. Get plots to work in, maybe you have to call it explicitly. Yeah, I'm not sure, Kaval. I don't know whether it's plot in line or something like that. They showed a demo of matplotlib working though. Peter Wang showed a demo of matplotlib working when he was doing his keynote, so I know it's possible. Also, thanks for still being here. I really appreciate that you're sticking in here. I mean, I gotta be honest, it was a long windy road. I mean, about 40 minutes ago, I didn't even know whether this would work, but we got it working. Oh man, buddy, thank you so much. I'm very excited. Let's look at the let's go look at the PyScript documentation because they show it in there. Okay. I know there was a plotting one, so I gotta find it. You are really committed to either Bayesian data science or PyScript or what. Let me know what you're up to, actually. Just let me know why, what you're interested in. I'd be happy to talk more to it. And feel free to ask any questions if you have any as well. Oh, I am so excited that you're as excited as I am. Okay, so we're gonna look through their samples. The examples. I know they have one in here where they show one off, so I gotta find the right one. Was it fractals? This is a little too much. I don't want to do. Oh, here we go. Matplotlib. Perfect. 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 What do they do? What do they do? What do they do? Import matplotlib as PLT. So what we're gonna do actually, let's try this first. Let's try import. We already did this, but we'll do it again. Can't hurt to import things twice. Maybe we have to explicitly set and return that object, the fig object. That might be what our missing issue is. AX, and then we might have to just show the fig. Okay, that did not work. Float argument must be a string. What kind of Bayesian stats or analysis are you doing? I can certainly help you out with that. I'm gonna selfishly plug a book if you don't know about it. A little bit of self-promotion here. I hope you don't mind. But I wrote a whole book on the topic, and it should take you end to end with Bayesian stats and analysis in a very applied way. So you can download all this code and you can read the book, and you'll be actually be really good by the end of it if you go through the whole book. I'm gonna tell you. I'm biased towards one chapter, but there's one chapter that has an end-to-end Bayesian workflow. I think if you just go through this, you'll have everything you need. All right, we'll go back to our stream. Oh, it's because of that, obviously. X equals AX. Oh, it worked! Yes! Oh, okay, that's what we needed to do. You need to explicitly return fig. You saw it here first. Okay, let's write all this down. This is amazing. I am so excited right now. You have no idea. I'm so stoked. Okay. Let's write this down. So we need to load the package. Come on, what do you, if you don't mind, you don't have to share any details. I don't want you to, I don't want to put you on the spot, but what are you doing with Bayesian analysis? I guess, where does your interest stem from? Are you a PhD student? Are you in industry? Happy to give you any advice and tips while I'm here. I can double task, especially for someone who has spent so much time watching me try out all this stuff. Happy to share any knowledge I have if it'll help. I also admittedly, I don't know how long the lag is, so still learning the speed of interaction. I hope you don't mind, but feel free to let me know how it's working out for you. We gotta generate samples. Okay. Let's make this Python. Make it a little easier to read. Alright. And the matplotlib import. Okay. Yes, this is what should get working. Let's say I am currently Python ops for RE industry. What is the RE industry? And mostly using I'm guessing Dask or Dash. Plotly Dash. Okay, you're using Plotly Dash and Flask. and you're trying to switch over maybe to PyScript. Is RE real estate industry? Oh, no worries. Yeah. Oh, I'm really interested in real estate. I would love to connect to you. So, shameless plug. Reach out to me. Or wherever. I would love to hear what you're doing. I was going to work at a real estate company potentially. I was interviewing at Open Door before I joined another company, another pretty big company I won't name. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm actually really curious what kind of dashboards you're going to build, because it sounds like you're going to build dashboards that have inference in the dashboard with Bayesian stats instead of just dashboards that show summary statistics of pre-computed analyses. So yeah, very, very curious what you're up to. Oops. All right, buddy, you stuck it out with me. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna try and build PyMC and its dependencies in a way that we can then bring into the browser. So now I know I can build wheels and load them locally. So we need to build a wheel for PyMC. We probably need to build a wheel for APPL, and we almost definitely need to build a wheel for Sarah. So let's do that. This way we can get, and let's say the goal. I want to point out, which would be incredible. I mean, just to tell you, it would be insane to me if we could get a full PPL working in the browser. That would be so good for teaching. Depending on how fast it'd be, it might actually even be good for actually doing inference, but definitely good for teaching. Definitely good for folks like you that are trying to learn Bayesian stats, but don't want to spend an hour getting a PPL set up just to do really, really basic things. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do one at a time from bottom to top. Actually, so I should reorder this. This is gonna be we're gonna do this one at a time. But first off, give me a second. I need to use the restroom again. I'm trying to drink more water. It's good for my health. Helps me feel better. Keep me healthy as I'm getting older. So 1 second. All right, we're back. What we're gonna try and do now is we're gonna install. We're gonna get PyMC working in the browser, and we're gonna use the same strategy as we did before. Now, through a previous stream, I know already that Apple. We have still have to figure out how we're gonna say that. Doesn't have a Python 3 wheel, so we're gonna have to compile one. Before I do that, let me let me make this its own PyScript file, so we don't have to run it every time by hand. We can just open it up and it'll just work. So let's get to that point, and then I will also upload this for you folks, so you guys can, you fellas can use this as well. So let's just stick with our basic data load. Actually, let's do it. Yeah, let's do this one. This already has a lot of what we need. So we need to copy all the code that we had here in our README. Let's copy all of this. And let's just... Okay. Well, that didn't work. Okay, great. Okay, and we can copy the PyEnv section from here. Oh, actually we got it. Okay, so we have NumPy, so we don't need that. And then we can actually put matplotlib in here as well. And we'll say dist output. Let's say we'll call this plot output. Okay. We should just be able to open this, and this should just run. We're gonna rename this to not index, because we're gonna name this to basic. The reason we're gonna do that is that when we get to when we open our cross origin, when we refresh our local page that points to the server that I have running right here using the Python server, it won't take us to the index page. Now what should happen when I hit basic ArviZ is that it should install ArviZ. Oh, let me move this down. Get us a bunch of samples and then plot it, and it should just do that. So fingers crossed. Let's try it out. I need to refresh this. All right, fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. All right, I'll make this larger for you folks as well, so you can see it. All right, so we have the other packages installing, which is good. Oh, no module named ArviZ. Oh, not fun. Okay. Oh, maybe I need to import Marco Pit. Maybe I need to do it 2 cells, but let's try it. We just had this working, so I'm not so stressed out. All right. So we're getting that. Just copy all this. And then errors. Ugh, not good at Vim in the morning. Okay. Okay. All right, it still works, but apparently we can't just run it and get it going. So a little bit annoying. I'll have to figure that one out later. I don't have to make a note. It's a good thing we're streaming this though, because now people can just watch the stream and see what's going on. This doesn't quite work. Need to manual install in Envy first. But then the rest of the code works. Okay, so that's another hiccup. I would like to just be able to run this. I'm sorry. I'd like to just be able to load this and get it going. Maybe, well, I'll figure it out later. Maybe you can specify the PyEnv for it to install from a local link or something like that. I don't know whether it's going to PyPI first. I have no idea how it's working. So that'll be a challenge for another live stream. It's not what we're going to do right now. We're just going to immediately move on to seeing if we can get Asara, Apple, and PyMC running in the browser. And we're going to do the exact same thing that we've done with ArviZ, which is we're going to build the packages ourselves. So let's go do it. I need to clone them. That's the first thing. So GitHub, Asara. I'm gonna do everything locally first because it's quicker than trying to go through PyPI and all that jazz. So let's just do the same thing. Actually, let's just do it off. I should do it off my fork. I really should do it off my fork. Apparently, I don't have a fork of Asara. That is also surprising to me. But let me make things already exist. Okay, yeah, I do. Yeah, let's get stuck in GitHub search. I have so many repos. So many repos. Oh, because we're in the Asara org. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna follow you as well. Hey, you're in San Francisco. Okay, close by. If I'm in San Francisco, maybe we should go get coffee or lunch or dinner or something. I would be thrilled to. I love meeting people in the community. It's actually why I'm doing these live streams. Is I actually really like meeting folks. And this is one way of doing that. I guess I don't have an Asara fork, which is really strange. So I'm gonna have to make one. Let's fork this. What? How does this already exist? I just checked that I didn't have one. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. Where is it? Do I have one for APPL? Sometimes I like GitHub, sometimes I don't like GitHub. I do not want to scroll through all my repos. I mean, honestly, folks, I am baffled. I think I'm just gonna have to make one called Asara. Okay, well, GitHub is really weird. So, I'm just doing this the old school manual way. Wow. All right. Really odd. How do you git clone set remote name? Okay, good. Git clone origin. We're gonna call this one upstream. Oh shit, that's wrong place. Okay, there we go. All right, well, while it's cloning, any other questions? Anything I can answer? You got, well, it's still, well, finished, but you can still ask me any questions if you'd like. Let's see. Sarah, get remote add. Add origin. Okay, there we go. GitHub running. I'll also make this wider. I'm sorry about that. All right. Git status. LS. Git push. This is so manual. I can't believe GitHub is making me do this. Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, huh? So wasteful for it to clone and then push back up, you know. Somehow GitHub thought I already had a fork, and I didn't. Or maybe I do. Well, I don't, because I looked earlier, and I didn't. Alright. Wow, no worries. Dude, this is the very old school way. Wow, another hour in. We're gonna restart. I'm just on a roll today. Well, if you don't mind me asking, where did you see this live stream link? Was it Twitter? Was it somewhere else? I'm trying to figure out what's working here for people. You know, I don't really care about going viral or anything like that, but I want to make sure that folks that are like interested see it, you know, build a smaller community, I suppose. Not even build a community, just connect. Twitter, okay, great. Does it help if I tweet these out? Does it help if I schedule these? What would work best for you? And I'm like, what would you find most useful? Pre-scheduled streams, tweeting about them? Let me know, because I'm going to do this pretty often. It's way better than just developing by myself, which is what I typically do. Okay. This has been pushed, which means I should now have my own repo here. Fork. Okay. Great. I've got my own fork. Can't believe I had to do that manually, but now that I got my own fork, let's compile another byte. Let's compile another I'll compile another wheel, just like we did for ArviZ. So we're just gonna go back to our to-do. I'm just gonna copy the command straight out of there. I think I gotta create an SR environment. Kind of create -n. SR. I think I have to use Python 3.9. If I remember correctly. Not all of the PyMC stuff's on 3.10 or 3.11, whatever we're at now. Okay, let's compile a wheel. Great, we've got our wheel now. Let's open a new tab. Let's go to repo, Asara, dist. Okay, we got that wheel. Py3, perfect. Let's go back to our PyScript stream. Let's throw this Let's throw this in here. Let's use our basic PyScript because, sorry. Let's use our basic environment again because I don't, yeah, our basic has nothing in it. So we're just gonna load this from our basic PyScript environment to ensure that there's nothing that is getting in the way. We also don't have to wait that long. So let's go copy our command, micropip install. Okay, got that. Now we got to grab Sarah. Let's get that. Let's run it. So far looking good. I don't see any issues. We're gonna find out the import. And all right, now is the moment of truth. We're gonna wait. Importing takes a while in the PyScript environment. Oh God, it worked! Yes! No! Oh, double underscore? Yeah! Oh, sorry, I'm really excited. This is so cool. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am. Yes, okay, we've got a SAR working. That's awesome. Let's copy that over. Let me know if this is too much. This is the highest energy live stream that I've ever had. So, if you look at my other ones, I'm way more bored. Okay, a SAR is working. Now we got to get APPL working. So same deal. We're gonna get a wheel. We're gonna go to APPL. I'm pretty sure I have a fork of this as well. I'm working off of a virtual machine for these streams. It makes it easy because I want to show people the setup and everything like that. On my computer, I've already got everything running, and there's like I've seriously got like 90 repos. It's a huge mess. So we'll just do everything in a virtual machine so it's clean, and then you folks can see all the steps it takes. I think that makes it a little bit better rather than my environment, which already has it all working. Well, it all running as I mentioned. So we're gonna go to the SAR devs. We're gonna go to APPL. I think I have a fork. I'm pretty sure I've got a fork of this as well, but you know, you never know with GitHub. Oh, I guess I gotta create a fork. So let me create that fork. Oh, and let me push the SAR package so anyone can grab it. I know I switch between Vim and VS Code a lot. You're just gonna have to deal with that. Well, I guess we'll go to VS Code. Easier to read. We're gonna add a SAR. And we are gonna edit our git ignore so I can push this package. Where is the git ignore getting the blocking the wheel? It's not, so oh, it is right here. Okay. We're gonna git add this. Let's actually just double check how big this SAR package is. Not too big. I can do this using LS. I should use this using LS, huh? So you people think I'm a real dev. Yeah, it's not too big. Let's see right here. All right. Git branch. Git checkout -b. Wheel. Git commit for Sam. Add wheel for git push origin. Okay, that'll be up. Let me give you a link to that too. Well, Yeah, you're here, so I'll give you a link to that right now, and then we will sorry, then you will be able to run this. So here is your link to the Asara wheel. So we got that. Let's do the same thing with APPL. And I already have a, it's a good thing I already have a clone of this one. I really should not be working off of, I built the wheels off of master, so we might have to go back eventually and build them off of the latest releases instead of, sorry, off of main. All right, let me start over. I built these wheels off of what's called bleeding edge or main of ArviZ, Asara, and now we're gonna do APPL. So those versions are not tested against each other, so we may need to go back and build the wheels against the latest release versions with some of the minor modifications I made in ArviZ. But we'll get to that. We're gonna figure that out once we get to sampling if everything works together. And when I mean sampling, I mean MCMC sampling, which is, well, most of the point of PyMC and this whole ecosystem. But we'll get there. Okay, so we need to create another con environment. Con create -n. APPL, we're gonna use Python 3.9 again because I just know that 3.9 is what works with everything right now. Connet activate. Okay, so let's copy our it always messes me up. I always lose history in my various tabs, so there's people that can do like all the grep and history and control R and command finding and all that crap, but I always find that between all my environments, I don't do really good, well, because I use tmux and this and that, never quite ever works as well as it should for me, so I'm gonna do it. All right, built in a star wheel. Get some water in. The slime stream is taking longer than I expected. I was gonna spend 2 hours on this, but we are in such a roll that I don't want to stop. Let's open a new tab. I should just stop opening tabs at this point. I should already have enough tabs. Oh, let's go to this. Let's go to APPL. Let's copy this. We're gonna go to the same place. We're gonna go to our PyScript stream. We're gonna paste this in. Okay. What we should be able to do now is we should be able to install APPL as well. Okay, so SciPy NumPy already loaded. This should already work. Did it show? I guess we must be using versioneer in APPL, so that's why we end up with our git commit tag. Ah, it's new. Let's go thank Ricardo or Brandon Willard, either one of them. They manage this stuff. Okay, great. So we have both of those. The real trick now is we're gonna get PyMC running as well. So let's do the same thing with PyMC. We are on a roll. I definitely have a fork of PyMC, so we don't have to worry about that one. Well, actually, we might be able to install PyMC directly because we have a precompiled wheel on PyPI. So actually, let's just let's just try that. Maybe it'll work already. So we've renamed PyMC 3 to PyMC. Brand new, cutting edge, so you know. And we are now on version 4.0.0.6. So okay, here's the wheel. Yeah, let's copy this link. And then we can try the same micropip install. Okay, this is not, that did not work. Not fun. Okay, so there's gotta be some issue. And we're sort of back to the beginning of our stream where I don't know what the challenge is, but let's just compile it locally because that thing has been working so well that we're just gonna do it that way as well. Okay. Oh shit, I want to do while that's going, let me get to my fork of PyMC as well. And let me update that. Here we go. That's the wrong one. Probably should take that off my pins. I don't even know why that's there. It's gonna take a while. There's a lot of PyMC. Oh, this is good. This is a good session. This is a good session. Still waiting for it to clone. Oh yeah. All right. Trying to send PyMC. Try to do. Gotta compile the wheel. copy this is not working just because I want to make an issue ticket later. Let's actually copy this as well. Okay, so now we're gonna try installing this using our same command as before. Alright, so something is wrong with the PyMC install. To figure that out. I get very useful error messages. It's kind of annoying. So the challenge is we're gonna have to figure out which Python dependency is causing an issue. Which PyMC dependency is causing an issue? I don't know which one is causing an issue. We have everything installed. My only guess would maybe be Cloud Pickle. I don't know. I think what I need to do is I need to unpin some of these versions because I'm going to install with let's just get rid of Cloud Pickle for now as well. Well, actually maybe not. So we'll make more edits. Okay, so let's make a new wheel. Okay, so and what we're gonna do first is we're gonna install our other 3 dependencies. And we're actually going to use we're going to recompile Apple to be the correct version for PyMC. So we're going to use ArviZ. We're going to use Apple 0.2.8. So let's go ahead and do that. Find out what the correct tag is. Okay, so this should be the right version for probably should have just been using this terminal. Oh well. We're gonna use 0.2.8, so that's good. Let's compile a new wheel. Install the correct version of APPL. This one, let's copy it over. This one. Probably should, just to be safe, probably should do the same version for, same for SR. Yeah, I probably should. All right. Oh, I built this in the, I guess it works, so I'm not gonna mess around with it. Okay, so we got those two, and then we'll get ArviZ in as well. Okay. Oh, this window's annoying. Oh. Okay, that looks bad. Try this one more time. We'll be back in a second as well. This is new. Maybe I need to. Oh. Okay. I think I know what I need to do. So I need to add. I need to use basic data. And I'll let these. I'll put in most of the dependencies first. And then I'll try running it there. Okay, we got ArviZ. Oh. So the latest. A little annoying. All right. Oh, because it doesn't give me an exception. Oh. Well, duh. Okay. Well, this still didn't work. Bummer. This was getting so close. Okay, well, something changed in the latest version. I don't quite know what. Well, let's just repeat these steps again. Figure out the golden path to get this working. Okay, let's install ArviZ. Okay, ArviZ is working. Install Sara. Sara's working. Alright, let's get the right version A pull in. Okay, we got that. Now let's try PyMC. That's all we got. Bummer. PyMC doesn't want to work. When does PyMC not want to work? Okay, let's debug PyMC. Oh, maybe I need to change this version so it doesn't try and reach out to the interwebs. So what I think is happening is because the version of PyMC that we were using had a different dependency. So I just changed it to the one that we have. Let's try building another wheel. Let's paste that wheel here. Let's try running this again. Okay, I don't know what dependency it doesn't like. I'm just gonna take out the dependencies that I think are screwed screwing it up. I think Cloud Pickle's probably the other one. So let's just get rid of Cloud Pickle and try this again. Did not work. Oh, I don't know why though. Oh. Oh, I don't even need the dot slash. It still gets it. Alright, we're just gonna keep taking out requirements.
Humans, for the most part, don't have a clue. They don't want one or need one either. They're happy if they have a good lead. But why do they think that people are smart? They can handle it. A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it.
I don't know which one of the dependencies it's not like. I'm just gonna keep removing dependencies until it wants to work, and we'll have to figure it out. Okay, well, those are dependencies that we all have, so this has to load this time. So let's just take out dependencies and we'll add them back in one at a time. Hmm. See if I can get it to, I wonder if I can get this installed locally by putting a dot slash, see if it'll work. Let's try this. Oh wow, that's gonna make things nicer. Okay, so, all right, that'll be nice. Let's do. this again. Hello, someone new in the chat or someone new in the stream. Feel free to introduce yourself. It's been running for 3 hours now, so if you want me to do a recap on where I'm at with PyScript and what we managed to get working, let me know. I will happily catch you up. We've made some really good progress today, actually. Some super cool progress. Like, actually really cool progress. Was able to get Sarah, APPL, and ArviZ all working with plots in PyScript. And you can actually kind of see it here. We have the different versions. The last thing I'm trying to get running is PyMC, which would wrap it all together. So it would really be the cherry on top. So I'm going to try, that's what I'm trying to do now. Let's get back to it. So what I want to figure out is why PyMC, when I add it to the dependencies, does not want to work. So let's rename this. Now let's run this and see what happens. Okay, so this is our first issue. Maybe I need to specifically specify that this. Okay, so I need to recompile. Let's get that going. And maybe I just need to and read up. And I need to get my music started again. Make this faster. Okay, so we'll build the wheel and move it so I don't have to copy and paste manually. Let's just double check. I'll just use CP actually. Well, MV's fine. I might build a new one each time. So now we're just trying to get the PyMC wheel to work. Why is it requesting ArviZ still? Oh, maybe I didn't save this. Alright. Just gonna have to guess and check for a while, see what's going on. Oh wow, did that actually work? Wow. I guess it was just ArviZ the whole time. Notice. Okay, so there's issues with the error messages. I don't think the PyMC import's gonna work, but let's try it. I think it's gonna run into issues. Yeah. Okay, so we need to start adding in some of the requirements. We need to start adding some of these requirements back in. Let's just copy these bottom ones. We need to SciPy we don't need, NumPy we don't need. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. It's just actually gonna work? Holy crap. PyMC SPM. Okay. Data equals np.random .normal 0 to 10 words. Size equals 100. Nope. Import NumPy as np with pm.model equals zero 100. SD equals SD. E equals pm.normal data. Mu equals mu. SD equals SD. Observed equals data. If this works, I'm going to freak out. Is this working? Is this actually working? It's doing something. Something's happening. Oh my god. I cannot believe this if it works. Whoa, it's gonna be crazy. It's taking a while. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, still waiting. I don't know how long sampling is going to take. I've never done this before. I can't even see. I probably shouldn't have used a two parameter model. I should have used a one parameter model. Oh, what if it works? Alright, well, let me pull up the code for plotting while we're waiting for it. So it's just gonna be this. Let's just say, oh my god, let's get this. I can't copy it over, but let's at least get the plotting command ready so we can plot as soon as it's done. Still waiting. We might be here a while. Oh, there's some stuff happening down here. Okay. Okay. I probably should have reduced the number of samples or something. And cores to 1, but you know what? YOLO. We might have to refresh this. Let's just get the code ready to copy and paste again. And let's get the imports ready. I'll just pull this packages. Plot. Output. We'll just say, let's try this out. While we're waiting. Sample output, and let's go. Plot output. Let's copy this. Okay, well, while we're waiting for this tab, we can try the other one. Maybe I'll take PyMC out of this version. It takes a little longer to load with all that going on. Still waiting on sampling. This takes a while. Okay. I probably can take a snare out of this version as well. But let's do one thing at a time. Get rid of a lot of these. Duplicate wellness. I accidentally typed some vin commands in. So just minor mistakes. It does take a little while to get these environments loaded and running. It's not the worst, but it takes a bit. I'm not so convinced that sampling's working anymore. These exceptions have me a little worried. But let's get the ArviZ one working first, and we'll swap over. Alright, we got that working. Cool. Okay, let's save that and switch over. Okay, now let's get basic PyMC working. All right, so what we want is I'm just gonna write the model in. Let's do Bernoulli. Let's just do this locally first. And let's just do 5 samples. The more data, the more log PDF calculations. With PM model. All right. We're gonna try that because I don't have to code this every time. So we got our basic ArviZ working. Now let's try our basic PyMC. We are so close. So close. Hello! We got a new watcher. This is a much longer stream than I thought it would be. I was planning for 2 hours. It is now 3.5 hours. I get really into this. We're trying to get PyMC running in the browser. It takes a really long time for these things to load. Alright, we don't... Oh, these minor issues really suck. So this is one thing that is not fun. We actually don't even need this code anymore, so we're just gonna get rid of it. We don't care about this, don't care about that. We do need to import matplotlib. Okay. Now we will run this again. This will take a while, especially with PyMC. It takes a long time. Well, Siren stuff takes a long time to run. Oh, 6 of 1. Oh man. Let's just play a game. I don't know. Let's see if we can play Breakout on the web while we wait. This is taking. I guess we can play Breakout on the terminal, which is what we're gonna do while we wait. Oh no, it's gone. Alright, we are gonna play Breakout while we wait because this is taking so long. What do I hear? Oh my god, okay. Okay, we have that. Oh, we have that, we have that. As you can tell, I am losing my energy. We want to copy. Let's copy our code and our model. Let's hope to God this works. We were all doing this for this. P equals. Okay. Unused stepper argument. Oh no. Why is it unused argument? What do we call it in PyMC? Oh my god, what do we call it now? What are we doing? PyMC docs. We don't call it samples anymore. What do we call it? Draws? I always forget. I read a whole book on this. You think I would remember? Let's just do it in the terminal. Oh my god. So many issues. All right, let's run this again. Let's clear out that output because I can't always tell when an exception. Oh. I know we got a lot going on. We got the PyScript running in the background. We got this thing running over here. And this autocomplete is incredibly good. How did it know that? Do we call it draws? I mean, literally, guys, I'm a dev of this package and I cannot remember the name. Oh, I totally forgot to put the observers. Oh, I am so tired. Alright, good thing we're debugging here. It's gonna take forever, you know. Oh my god. Wow, so many mistakes. I am so many mistakes in my model. That is so embarrassing. Okay. Wow. Alright, I need to eat breakfast for our live stream. I am learning a lot. Damn, that model was so incorrectly specified. And now everybody is gonna see it and judge me. Oh my god. No one judge me. Hey, if anything, you know, if the core devs have this many issues, maybe you don't have to feel so bad. Oh, that was bad. Alright. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't care about black formatting right now. Oh, let's just copy this. Oh, let's just paste this in. Where are we at? Well, let's see how long this takes to run. Alright, we're getting our samples going. Oh my gosh. Folks, what a day. Alright, I believe we're sampling, Two chains, okay. We'll let that run. Let's go play a game of Breakout while we wait. Oh, this is an old one. Oh, there's something. Well, I guess I'm not playing games here. No games. All work. It was a bold move. Download some random code and run it on my computer. Hey, they're stealing all my credentials. Good thing it's a VM though. Nothing bad can happen. Well, theoretically nothing bad can happen. What is this though? I'll do it off the stream. We'll do it later. We'll just wait for this. Okay. All right. Let's copy this. Let's copy that. Let's run this. Temp data. Oh no. Oh. Oh my god. It worked. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Oh my god, that worked. Wow. Okay. You know what we're gonna do? All right, let me use the restroom. I'll be back, and then we'll do it again. Okay. All right. We're gonna bump the music up just a little bit here because I am excited and we are amping it back up. Let's bring it to right there. All right, what we're gonna do is finally got PyMC working in PyScript in the browser. So let me do full screen here because this is important. All right, so we got, it took a while, but we got PyScript working with PyMC in the browser. Had to do a lot of wheel compilation and whatnot, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it to you end to end right now, where we're going to take an HTML file, load it, the PyScript environment is going to install with PyMC, we're going to do sampling, and then we're going to plot the posterior using ArviZ. So let's get to it. Alright, so what I have here is the output of the completed model, what we're gonna grab, and you're gonna see this, is I have this basic PyMC HTML file, and it's using PyScript, and it has our environment down here. It's using some wheels that we precompiled that are included in this GitHub repo. It has the imports up here, and it's just going to import them when the HTML loads. And then we are going to copy and paste in the sampling code. So let's go back in my browser. We're going to do basic PyMC as you saw before. Now this is going to run down here. You are going to see the Pyodide environment install. Here's the Pyodide runtime. It takes a little bit, so just be patient. So you can see that it's loading PyScript. That is all well and good. Here we are getting all the dependencies. It's loading the ones from the packages first. Again, this takes a bit, so just wait it out. Now it does take a little bit to get Asara loaded. See, we're gonna have to wait another minute or two here while we're waiting for this environment to load up. I don't know whether it's faster or slower than doing it locally in Conda and whatnot. I mean, certainly it's faster than installing Anaconda or Conda and then installing the PyMC environment, but we'll just wait a bit. Continue waiting for the environment to load. I cannot tell you how excited I am. As you can tell, this has taken quite a bit to figure out, but we are so close. Actually, we're there. We're there. Well, I'm there because I already figured it out, and that's about 20 minutes before in this stream, but you'll be there in a second, especially if you'll be joining in and not watching the entire 4 hours, which I don't want you to do. I just want you to see this last bit with everything's working. So it will take a bit. Let's keep loading. Let's get our music back while we wait. Still figuring out the music levels. It's a new thing I'm doing, so I will dial that in for you all. Alright, great. So here's our environment. Here's all the versions of all the packages that we have in our... Oh, did I close Visual Studio Code? Oh. That is... wrong Visual Studio Code. Where am I? Oh, here we go. Sorry. A little discombobulated. Okay, here's all the versions of the packages: APPL, Asara, ArviZ, PyMC. You have all three here: APPL, Asara, ArviZ, PyMC. what we're gonna do is we are going to copy in our code from the stream notes. So super basic. We're actually gonna take half as many draws. I'm gonna speed this up. You can add more draws on your own time. I have seen this so many times. I am just ready to get it going. Okay, so we're gonna paste this in. We're gonna hit run, which is Shift Enter on the keyboard for the REPL. You can see a bunch of stuff is happening down here. That is good. We are getting our output. So the no U-turn sampler with our adaptation. Now, in a PyScript environment, I don't know this for a fact, so don't actually read the code or all the docs or anything like that. But I believe the virtual CPU it's running doesn't have multiple cores or isn't multi-threaded, which again, it's a virtual CPU. I'm not gonna ask too much of it. These folks have done so much work for us. But what it does mean is that in PyMC, because I believe we're defaulting to 2 chains, don't quote me on that either, I'm a dev, I should know that one. It's gonna sample once, and then it's gonna sample again. So let's let it do that. It's gonna take a bit as well. While it's sampling, the window freezes up. Not always, again, Peter Wang did say this is alpha software, so don't stress out too much, but we're just gonna wait for that. I am going to update our notes though, so you folks can grab all this code. Let's add in all of our changes. All right, so I pushed this all to the PyScript GitHub repo that I've been using. Let's just check on this real quick. Okay, so you can go in and you can grab all this stuff. Let me update the notes so they're a little bit better. Let me update the README. So basic REPL, that is a success. That is at basic.html. CSV data load in pandas, that is a success. That is in basic pandas. Data load .html. Basic ArviZ plotting. Also a success. That's in basic ArviZ. And then basic PyMC. Also a success, thank God. Took a long time today. Okay. These ones require custom wheels for now. The custom wheels are included. They're over here. I'll get rid of the SR one later, but those are there for your use. Let's check on our model. Okay, so it's sampled. So what we want to do now is we are going to just plot we can plot the trace actually. Well, let's plot the posterior because we have the code. So we can paste that in, Shift Enter. It takes a little second. Figure. Here we go. This is our posterior plot. Let's plot the trace just because we want to. Oh, can't use AX. Well, I forgot about that on trace plots. All right, so there's some stuff going on where it's not as great sometimes, but you definitely got the posterior plot. So you can see that it's getting there. Takes some getting used to, still an alpha stage, but I mean, literally plot sampled in a browser on a virtual CPU, which is super cool. Give it a try. I will upload all this code, and this is actually super exciting. I'm really excited to see this software develop. I think this is going to be absolutely awesome. Feel free to ask any questions. You can tweet at me, or you can post on my GitHub, or you can comment on this video, since I guess now I have just YouTube site. So again, one more time, super exciting to have full sampling in the browser. It's gonna be really great. For those who stayed with me throughout this stream, thank you very much. And for those who are just watching this recap, hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.